And I do want to say this to those of you who are watching who are not yet where you want to be. Like, keep going. Like, keep going. Don't quit. You're already in pain. You're already struggling. Like, get something for your pain. I want people to understand this. Dream big, but get small wins, though. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You can dream big, but get the small wins. I'll never forget hearing John Elway speak once. You know, John Elway was like, yo, I became great by being good over a long period of time. Yeah, I think for real, man, most of them, you know, and you got to be humble, you know, and I think too many of us who've been blessed like we've been blessed, people watch us and don't see the humility. Like, they would prefer to see, you know, the confidence in us, you know, the passion, and overlook like the humility. But when you're humble, that's how you see things that other people don't see. Like, when you're humble, you see you're out running water. You know what I'm saying? I've been to other countries where they don't have running water. Wow. You know, we all have a roof already. This is a different type of roof. Yes. You know what I'm saying? But you can look at this every day and see the water and just go like, yo, this is a gift. Because how many people have tried to do the exact same thing you tried to do in the exact same way you tried to do it, and it didn't end up like this. Yeah. So I wake up every day like, yo, E, you've been married almost 28 years. Like, somebody took a chance on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being real. Like, her mom was like, don't do it. Her father was like, don't do it. Like, what does he have? He doesn't have anything. That's a gift. When somebody loves you, when you don't have absolutely anything, and then now it's a gift to be with somebody. So I think gifts are all around us, but some people aren't humble enough to say, yeah, I did work for this one, but this one, let's just be honest, I didn't work for this one. Yes. This was a gift from God. This was given to me, and I got to be humble and be grateful. I just feel like your gifts will make room for you. And when you're trying to be somebody else, you block your gifts. You block your opportunity. So you don't see me trying to throw a football. You don't see me trying to, you know, put a basketball in a hoop. You see me speaking. You know my story. You can get anywhere you want from grinding. So I may not have his resources, his opportunities, but if I grind, I can beat him. If I put in the work, I can catch up. Everything I didn't have, I can catch up with work. And that's what it means to me. Every advantage that I want, the currency to get it is grind. Whatever your hand find to do, do it with all your might. And if I could do it with all my might, yeah, because I think we focus so much, we focus so much on what we don't have. Yeah. We focus on what everybody else has. Like, we always want to focus on the disadvantage. And I'm not saying we're not disadvantaged, but if you make that the focus, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So I'm just gonna focus on a couple things I do have. Life, I got a brain, I know how to read, I know how to speak. So what my father wasn't there? So what, you know, I didn't go to the best school district? So what, I got kicked out? So what, I got kicked out of college? So what? I'm gonna focus on what I can do, what I do have, and what I can become. And that's what I think the problem is. So for me, that means if you're willing to grind, you can have it, you can be it, you can do whatever you want to do, and nobody can stop you if you have that grind. So it's like, E, you got to keep up. So yeah, the message is we need to go get what's ours, and yup, we need to enjoy, and yup, we need to go after, but in all thy getting, get relationships, get character, get meaning, get purpose, get it. While you getting, go ahead and get it all. When you want stuff or you want a relationship, whatever, if you want it badly, what's going to happen is no matter what the circumstances are, you're not going to let that discourage you or quit. And the fact that you don't let it discourage you is the thing that's going to allow you to keep getting up and keep laying bricks. Once you start laying bricks consistently and you never stop, I see people running in the rain when it's cold. I'm like, yo, those are marathon runners right there. These people don't care. They gonna run. Like, they don't care what's going on. We will tell you that not only is it possible, it's past possible. And you're looking at two individuals that have gone way beyond what. When we said we want to succeed as bad as we want to breathe, we way past whatever that meant to us. We way past that. Like, we're living we're in our wild dreams. We past dreams. These are wild dreams that we never could have imagined because we didn't quit. I'm not saying that the 3 a.m. does not have its privileges. And I think one of the privileges for me, because I'm not really a very demanding type of person, I'm very accommodating. For me, it's difficult to get anything done, but some kind of way I just been doing it for so long, I'm programmed to do it. And if I don't do it, it doesn't seem like I have the same productivity that I would normally have. So for me, it's like, you know, a football player, a basketball player, you know, a soccer football player. It's like you start doing these routines, and I'm gonna be honest, I truly believe that, yep, you may be gifted and talented, but I believe that routine over a long period of time, like you said, so that consistency, that routine, I think DC Young Fly said persistency as well. He like, yo, consistency is important, but persistency is the ability to be consistent under pressure. Yeah, so yeah, that 3 a.m. So of course, for those of us who are in the game, you know, we look at Tony and we get an opportunity to say, hey, we could do it this way, or we can do it the way that some others have done it. And so for me, you know, when you're looking at the best, bro, you want to be the best. You got to do what the best are doing. The only way you're gonna be successful is you gotta discipline yourself. You know, when you look at a horse, I'm talking about a thoroughbred, it still needs that, what is that thing called that they put on it? He needs that. You gotta control him. You know, he got a lot of juice, got a lot of energy, he can go for it. But you gotta hone that. Yeah. And so I realized, like, yo, E, you sleep in, you play video game, don't lie to yourself. You are powerful, but you have some vices. And so I started saying, okay, E, you gotta discipline yourself. And this is for me, this ain't for everybody. I started getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, yo, you're gonna have to get up a little bit earlier because you didn't finish school. You didn't take care of your business. So you can't get up the same time another man who gets up, who handle his business. So you need to get up at 3. If you're gonna catch the great, you gotta get up at 3. You gotta go to bed early. I believe that you should develop, and the development is what's going to make you number one in the world. But the world is not going to draw closer to you because you had a silver spoon in your mouth. It is actually your failures and how you manage to get through those that's gonna draw people to you, because they're like, yo, I went through that in my marriage. I went through that as a father. Like, I went through that, and let me just be clear. I'm still failing right now. Like, I still pay too much taxes. I really still pay too much taxes this year. And why? Because I'm still trying to get rid of the working mindset and fully embrace wealth. Like, I'm still struggling with how my people and where, it's like, E, let that go. You wealthy, bruh. It is what it is. Embrace it. Take advantage of the tax breaks. But my mind is the last thing that's seeming to catch up. But I don't see failure as the end. I see it as it is meant to develop you. So who has muscles who don't lift weights? And when you lifting weights, whatever you start with, that's not what you end with. If you lifting 250 pounds, you weren't lifting that. And so I'm still failing. I've been a failure my whole life, but somehow I was able to do what only few of us are able to do. And that is to figure it out in failure. And when we learn how to figure out failure, but I said it, I want to say it one more time. You're not failing because of the circumstance or situation. You're failing because mentally you let the circumstance and situation make you stop laying bricks. So to me, when I wake up every day, it's a lot of things I want to accomplish. But the more important one is God. When you said, I will make man in my image after my likeness, and you brought me into the earth, what was the character that you saw when you saw me? And that's what I want to get to. I want to get to integrity, not lying. Like consistency, like being a man of my word, honor, respecting our relationship, our friendship. Like, I want to be a man of honor. But at the end of the day, I want God to be able to look at me and go, well done, thou good and faithful servant. And I believe if God can do that, other men will look at me and not go, oh, he perfect, he don't have no, but like, yo, he was putting in that character work. Like, he was really trying to be who he said he was.